What's it feel?
Fix your eyes on Bobby Jones.
He's a piece of work here right now.
Whoa, give the man room. Man room. Knock it out there, Bobby.
Look at his practice swing. Almost like it's searching for something. Then he finds it. Watch how he settle himself right into the middle of it. Feel that focus. And he got a lot of shots he could choose from. Duffs and tops and skulls. But there's only one shot that's in perfect harmony with the field. One shot that's his. Authentic shot. And that shot is going to choose him. There's a perfect shot out there trying to find each and every one of us. All we got to do is get ourselves out of its way. Let it choose us. Look at him. He in the field.
From Hollywood to Soho, we be wearing polo. Narcos is a no-no, that's just how it go though. You got it for the low-low, it's probably US Polo, or Beverly Hills Polo. All of that is so-so, interlocks and chevrons, Cruise Navy and Lemon, Ralph Lauren Wearon. I'm buying what you sellin', Maui Pink and Melon. Tell them about that Rusty.
Greetings, and welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Politics and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. All right, so this episode, we're going to focus. Wow. We're going to focus on the most celebrated gentleman's sport of all time. Okay. This sport is such a gentleman's sport, you are expected to police yourself. And 999 times out of 1,000, any person that plays it on a particularly high level, they will police themselves. That's how much of a gentleman's sport this is. Rugby, cricket, croquet, if you want to call it a sport, tennis, these are all considered gentlemen's sports, especially from a standpoint of the not only the participants, which I do understand that women do play these sports as well, but not only from a standpoint of the participants, but from a standpoint of the audience and the fans. Okay. There's just a certain code, a certain expectation that comes along with these sports. But golf, in my opinion, and this opinion is based on fact, is the most gentleman of gentlemen sports. Okay. And golf has been around for a long time. And golf, like cricket, like croquet, even like tennis to a certain extent, golf is one of the most fashionable and stylish sports. Now, modern golf, audience that's actually there, you don't really expect to see them donning some of the most stylish ensembles like you would in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, etc. But the golfers, sometimes you can still catch the golfers, donning a bit of nostalgia when it comes to their ensembles, but for the most part, they're more modern too. You know, the performance material, all of that is kind of taken over, and you know, a lot of golfers consider themselves more athletic than maybe they were thought of back in the golden era, the olden days, the Bobby Jones days. So I get it, but I think, and I'm pretty sure you do too, I think that the fashion and style that comes along with golf is unprecedented and nearly unmatchable. All right. Man, you talking about plus fours, knickers, argyle, cable knit, Pima cottons, suits, obviously, because a lot of these guys they were complete gentlemen of leisure, you know, the full 360, the entire gamut. So, you know, you may see one wearing whatever he wore on the course, and you know, beautiful and fashionable. And then, you know, once the result has been had and they go back in the country club and they change clothes, they come out with a suit and a nice size fedora and beautiful neckwear and beautiful dress shirts and wingtip shoes. And I mean, this is 24/7 for these guys. So being that Ralph Lauren actually sponsors several golfers from today, you know, of today, with RLX and Polo Golf still around, even just traditional Blue Label. The golf is well represented when it comes to the brand. Now, of course, you know, Ralph Lauren has also changed with the time, so a lot of the pieces are more for wear now pieces, wear on the course pieces. So, you know, they may be performance driven as far as the material. The beautiful thing is that you can still from time to time catch a few pieces on the line that were inspired by the style and fashion of traditional and vintage golf. So what I want to do today is we're going to do some looks based on golf, inspired by golf, and of course, obviously, the world of Ralph Lauren. Now, because I had done my plus fours in a recent episode, they didn't make this episode. However, all three rigs are going to inspire. They're going to inspire somebody that's watching. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe all three, maybe including my ensemble, which would make four. But you're going to be inspired by one of these looks as far as if you're into golf, or if you're like me, you're looking to get into golf and into golf very soon. And that's where I am. Started collecting clubs, but eventually I do plan on splurging and just buying a new and improved and updated set of golf clubs. But as far as my left-handed gripping glove, I'm already straight. All right, I got a nice one with the iconic Polo Golf logo on it. As far as my own golf balls, I'm also already straight. As you can see, this is one of many. I have quite a few golf balls, okay? I even have a box of tees, okay? I even have a box of tees. So my homeboy Steph is ahead of me as far as the golf course. I think Steph has been on the golf course regularly for maybe 2 years now, maybe even 3. So he's ahead of me on the golf course. So, but I pride myself in being someone that learns something quick when I'm interested. So once I get to where my life is straight my life is where I want it to be, then, you know, I'm definitely going to get into golfing. All right. 3 rigs for you. This ensemble makes 4. Now, I really do like this ensemble that I put together. All right. But I will tell you, this is in my opinion, this is the most laid back of the ensembles. This is the most simplistic of the ensembles to me. All right. And once you've watched the full episode, you can decide for yourself. But this is the most simplistic of the ensembles, yet you can see the wittiness of this ensemble. We'll start with the shoes. I went with a pair of chocolate drivers. All right. Drivers. Yes, these are, you know, when we think of drivers, we think about driving, and that was the purpose of the shoe. All right. But I just thought, you know, man, it would be great to have on some drivers when you're talking about golf and your ensemble is golf inspired. All right. Chocolate drivers, red and blue sash belt over the vamp. All right. I went with the Polo Blue Label cable knit socks in navy. I went with the straight fit chinos with the red, white, and blue striping up the side. Sporty type look. All right. The cable knit sweater vest, V-neck red cable knit sweater vest with the iconic Polo Golf logo with the Royal Stuart Tartan in the crest. Excuse me. Just an iconic label. Put that over a sports shirt, blue and white stripe, small stripes, you know, inconspicuous yet noticeable. And then I did the green camel hair jacket by Polo University Club. All right. Green camel hair, beautiful green camel hair jacket, wooden buttons, single V-neck. Kind of giving off that Masters feel a little more dressier than that Masters jacket. That Masters jacket is a different hue of green, and it's a lighter wool, obviously, but yeah, just something to give that Masters look. Pocket square is red foul yard with green foul yards, Polo Blue Label, and then the cap, navy blue with the iconic Polo Golf logo. All right. And my necktie also has golf players and that same Polo Ralph Lauren iconic logo. Okay. So this entire ensemble wouldn't necessarily be something that I would play in. I think that if I did decide to play in it, it'd just be as simple as removing the jacket. But this will be, and of course, these aren't proper shoes for a course. But this is more so something that I would wear to an event. You know, if I was going to see Tiger versus Rory on a Sunday in a major, I'd wear this. All right. Man, shoot, without any further ado, let's get into it. Golf inspired ensembles with the Ralph Lauren heavy inspiration. All right, y'all ready? Me too. Man, let's go. This first look is very simplistic, but it's a useful look for the course. Very useful look for the course. Like I said, it's simplistic, but it still just gives off that vibe. Like when they see you in this, they're gonna know one or two things. They're either gonna know that you're serious about golf, or they're gonna know that you're a Ralph Lauren guy. Cause this just puts it all in perspective, this entire look. I love it. The jacket, the Oxford, the tie, the simple yet effective chinos. Like it's all perfect. It's all perfect in this look. Let's start at the bottom. We went with the Chance saddle shoes. And the reason I broke these out is because, the saddle shoe is it's a staple with golfing shoes. Now, of course, these are regular saddle shoes for, walking around, whatever. But your golfing shoes may be a saddle shoe, and then, of course, they'll have the attachable or detachable spikes, just depending on what your level is as far as your shoes. But great shoe, man. Great shoe for this look. Scroll up again. Simple yet effective slim fit chinos in the basic sand hue. Again, keeping it simple with the look, but it's still an entire Ralph Lauren vibe, and everybody's gonna know it when they see it. All right, scroll up. You have one of the most underrated Oxfords in the Ralph Lauren OCBD family, which is the light green and white striped Oxford. All right, just a underrated Oxford, but that most guys, when they get their hands on one, it's one of their favorites. All right, neckwear, we went with a navy tie again with the iconic Polo Golf logo, the crest with the tartan on the inside, and the crossed golf mallets. All right, it also has a golfer here and there. It has the 18th hole here and there. Great necktie. And then the piece of the ensemble, the piece de resistance of the ensemble, is the Bayport jacket. The Bayport jacket in a black watch tartan. All right. So that lets you know that if you did not already know, the Scots have always been ahead of their time when it comes to golf. I didn't do any research on golf, but they may have actually invented the sport. Who knows? But this beautiful Bayport jacket with a black watch tartan pattern on it, and of course, again, that iconic Polo Golf logo with the Royal Stewart tartan on the crest, the cross golf clubs. It's just a beautiful look, man. When you step on the green, they gonna know, okay, yeah, this guy's serious about his golf, and he's serious about his golf fashion as well. Now this look giving them hell. This look giving them problems. This look is giving them problems. One thing about golf when it comes to the fashion and the style of golf, Argyle is a major part of it. Between tartan and Argyle, those are your two most iconic patterns when it comes to golfing fashion. All right, because one, again, like we talking about a gentleman's sport. Okay, we talking about a gentleman's sport, man, and a lot of times when it comes to the distinguished gentleman, what other people might call a risk, as far as a look or a pattern or a vibe, the distinguished gentleman is like, oh, that's just an ordinary Wednesday for me. So this look is something that you possibly could actually play the game in, but I would consider this more of a spectator look, a Saturday look, a country club look, shall we say. This is something that maybe a golfer that regularly visits his country club and plays golf might wear to and from the actual country club. Okay, but again, depending on your level of golf, this is something that you could wear to actually play. You may want to remove the bow tie. You may want to remove the bow tie if you're playing 9 or even 18 holes, you may just not want to, if your level is not there yet and you're trying to get better, you may not want to wear a bow tie just because of the restriction, you know. But let's start at the bottom, man. A beautiful pair of monk straps, Polo Blue Label. All right. The socks. The socks with this sweater. I know it's air quotes matchy, but man, with this one, it just had to be done. It just had to be done. A pair of slim fit Ralph Lauren dress slacks. All right. With a tonal Glen plaid type of window pane type of pattern on the pants. All right. Beautiful gunmetal gray. Again, with that tonal pattern. All right. The belt is fantastic. It brings out the hue of brown in the pants. It's got that Boy Scout buckle there that's just beautiful with the PRL on it. And as you scroll up some more, man, this freaking vest. Now, this is actually from the Polo Golf line. Okay. So it's going to be cut a little bit bigger. It's going to be cut a little bit bigger. Polo Golf, that line, normally the pieces are cut a little bit bigger. All right. But this is an amazing Argyle sweater vest. I'm one of those people that if you can't tell the difference, whether or not it's navy or it's black, then it's a beautiful navy when you find out it's navy. All right. This is navy. All right. It's navy rugby royal with the gold stitching. All right. On this Argyle sweater, front and back Argyle. You know how Ralph Lauren does. The only Argyles that are only in the front are chaps. All right. Everything else, if it's Ralph Lauren and it's Argyle, it's front and back. Beautiful, rich aviator navy with rugby royal gold piping in this Argyle. The window pane pattern shirt. This cotton shirt has a little bit of weight to it. And then we did a bow tie that's in a rugby royal heraldic rep stripe crest. Rugby royal red rep stripes trimmed in white. Man, this look is fantastic. I wear this look and not have anything to do with golf wherever I'm going. But if I'm at the British Open on a Saturday, for this look, we are definitely in a player mode here. This is something that I definitely would and will wear on the greens. It's fashionable, it's stylish, it's modern, yet the motif is vintage. It's a great look. It's an accurate look. Okay. This is a look that any golfer, whether beginner, all the way up to Woods and Mickelson, Rory, they would wear this look. They would wear this look on the green. They would. Now you may have a slightly different material for the trousers, but overall, this is a look that those guys would wear. All right. Maybe they switch out this for a peak or performance polo. But again, like I said, this is a look that they would wear. All right. Let's start at the bottom. Went with the single monk strap. All right. The single monk strap, lily white, the Caldwell lily whites. They look like a pair of golf shoes, man. The only thing they don't have is the spikes. Socks. The hosiery is beautiful. A pair of black wine college gray Argyles with the rugby royal piping, man. Just gorgeous. These Ralph Lauren dress trousers, they actually damn near feel like performance. That's how lightweight of a wool it is. All right. Ralph Lauren dress wear trousers. Glen plaid pattern is extremely subtle. But when you see it, it really pops with this ensemble. It really gives it that vintage look. Okay. Scroll up in this sweater. which me and this sweater have a love-hate relationship because it keeps getting lost. Keeps getting lost in the collection. But I love this sweater. I saw it online. It was a must-have. That's been about 5 years now. This golfer definitely reminds me of Bobby Jones. All right. Vintage golfer ensemble here. Sweater with the chevron cricket, necktie, beautiful cap, the +4s, just beautiful vintage golf inspired. You see the car in the background, just again letting you know how vintage this entire motif is. All right, it's on a Pima cotton crew neck sweater, lightweight. I did a lightweight spread collared dress shirt, herringbone pattern, no neckwear. All right, if you did want to snazzy it up some more with some neckwear, I have a black with white polka dot, small white polka dot bow tie that would be perfect. But I wanted the look to be, like I said, more for on the course. So I just said I'm gonna go away from the neckwear. I did do the glasses because it's just such a gentleman look to put your glasses on, okay? And the cap is very similar to the cap that Bobby Jones is wearing on this sweater. It's just an overall great look. You know, this is a great look for on the green. This is a great look if you're in the audience on a Sunday. This look is just fantastic from top to bottom. It's a perfect example of golf fashion. And that's another episode in the books. Now, before we wrap it up, y'all made me forget again. You know, everything's y'all's fault. It's never mine. Fragrance of the ensemble was Polo Sport. It's probably a no-brainer for most of y'all. I mean, the whole entire episode was based on golf. Golf is a sport. Polo Sport. You know, just that simple, just that straight to the point. All right. But what do y'all think, man? What did y'all think about the ensembles? One of those ensembles, the black sweater with the Bobby Jones inspired motif on the front. I freaking lost that sweater, bro. I lost that sweater for like 2 days. Come to find out it was in this stack here. It's a small lightweight layer. So it was between two heavy sweaters, and it just got lost. And I had to literally go through this entire stack. That's why they probably not as coordinated and symmetric as they normally are, because I had to go through that entire stack, man. Crazy. To lose stuff and you know it's here. But that's just a issue with collecting. That I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's went through that before. I know what I said last episode, that I wasn't going to address issues, social or otherwise, on this platform, that I was just going to start tabling those types of discussions. Because, you know, I got some other things in the works. But I'm going to break that rule right now, because we men got attacked in my DM, and I got a problem with it. So I had posted on my IG stories. It was just something verbal, something written. So black background with the white letters, and I had lashes, weaves, wigs, BBLs, makeup. I had a list of stuff. Those were the 5 ones that I remember the most, but it was about maybe 7 or 8 different things. And then under that, I said, but you're on Instagram, but you're on social media, saying that there are no more real men out here. Like, nothing I said to me or to anybody else, man or woman, was wrong. Any responses I got for the most part were the few women that responded. One responded with with a shaking my head emoji, which I got it. I get it. Cause she was one of them. I don't know what she says about men, but she's one of them that out of that list of things, she supports most of it. A few of them, most of them were laughing emojis. One of them, which is a friend of mine out in California, she was like, "You at it again, ain't you?" And laughing emojis. But we're like-minded in thinking. So like she's all natural, all that good stuff, right? Then one woman who I don't dislike. I like her. She's good people. Oh, no, wait. That's not what. No, she did respond, but it was like a shock face emoji or something like that. I didn't even, it was whatever. Then maybe a day or two later, I posted in my stories a picture of XXX Tentacion's mother. I don't know if y'all ever seen this lady. She bad. She fine, boy. Good God Almighty. So I posted a picture of her, and all I wrote on the picture was bruh. Right? So she attaches a message to it, to my DM. Weren't you the same guy the other day that said all this stuff about lashes and wigs and being fake and all that, but then asking for a real man, and then you post this chick? I said, yeah, but number one, I never said that I had a problem with any of these things, lashes, wigs. Now, I do for most of them. I don't have a problem with makeup. A BBL in moderation that's done professionally. I feel the same way about breast implants. As long as it's done professionally and they feel real, do what you need to do. But, wigs, weaves, lashes, I hate them shits. I hate them. But that wasn't the point of my post. The point of my post is that you can't be 75% fake as far as what you're presenting, and then expect somebody else to be real. That was the point of my post. But I wasn't about to get into all that on no DM with no woman, because that ain't how I don't rock like that. So she said what she said, and I said, yeah, but I never said I didn't like any of the stuff. I never said any of it pertained to me. And so her response was, well, it's just kind of hypocritical. I was like, how is it hypocritical? Two things can be true. You can't be 75% fake in your appearance and expect everybody else to be real. You can't do that. And then this woman is fine. I don't give a damn. Her lashes are, granted, she got on lashes. They in moderation, so I still don't like them though. But because of her interracial makeup, her hair is real. I don't know if you think her hair is fake. Her body is real. I don't know if you think about. I don't really care what you think. Like, I can still post a woman that's fine. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Right? What are we talking about? And what made me decide to go ahead and speak on it was because this woman, and I use that term loosely, decided she was going to go on her Instagram and talk about how Drake flew her out. She met Drake on Instagram because she posted something in lingerie and tagged him on the post in her stories, and he hit her up in the DM, and they talked for a few days, and next thing she know, 3 days later, he was flying her out, had her sign an NDA before she even came in the house, flew a private jet, by the way, had her sign an NDA before she even came in the house. They was kicking it for a while in the house. He smashed, from her words, he smashed raw. And then she took out her phone, and when they was cuddling, she took out her phone to record him or something, and he smacked her phone out of her hand and then told her she had to leave. So she was on Instagram talking about all this. First of all, there are a few. There's probably 2 or 3 highly unattractive women on my body count, and yours too. So don't make that face. Yours too. There's at least 1 or 2 on every man's body count that will deny to our grave if somebody was to bring it up. But I just feel like when I saw this chick, I'm like, bro, Drake ain't flying you out, bro. First of all, her lashes was like this. And I'm almost not exaggerating. They was like this. Ma, sis, and Drake ain't fly you. Like, stop it. Stop it. He flew you out. You signed a NDA, and then because you did some dumb shit like trying to record him, he kicked your ass out, and now you want to talk about it? You signed an NDA. You can get sued if this allegedly actually did happen. And then if it didn't happen, he should sue you for defamation. He actually responded to it, which Drake responds to some things in his own little way. Drake's a funny cat, but he responded to this with never met, don't know, never flew. People got to find a way to get the help they need because shit is sad out here or something. I'm paraphrasing. But I mean, I would assume that Drake has done some corny, goofy shit before. Like, I would assume that. But I'm also thinking it's safe to assume that dude is probably worth a B. Like, not 20 M's. He's probably worth $1 billion at this point. And if y'all see this chick, y'all go look her up. There's just no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. And when you start talking about I have receipts, but then you never show the receipts, like, what are you talking about, dog? Like, stop it. The level that these women will go to for attention, the level that these women will go to not hold each other and hold themselves accountable is just sickening at this point, fellas. It's sickening. And I don't know what to tell you for those who, are out there in the market. I don't know what to tell you, man. I feel for you. Like, I feel for my sons. A lot of times when I think about my sons, I think about them like, damn, their options is just going to be sickening, especially if they want to, my sons are obviously black, and if they want to stick to their own race, sometimes, bro, I look at black women and I'm like, man, what y'all doing? And that's why I hold some of them in such high regard, and I do whatever I can for some of them, because when you talk about Rocky, or you talk about Kim, or Inzuri Accessories, like, those women, first of all, those women are more mature as far as their age. And I'm not talking about they 50 or 60, but they more grown than these chicks out here in these Instagram streets, for sure. But they also got great heads on their shoulders. They hold themselves accountable. They hold a sisterhood accountable, and they don't go for any of that bullshit. You know what I mean? And they know how to play their role and still be strong women. But they understand that strong, independent, I don't need no man bullshit is just that, some bullshit, and they don't rock with it. And those are the type of women that we need to shine a light on. Those gentlemen, those are the type of women we need to shine a light on. These other motherfuckers, man, fuck them. And I mean that. And it ain't just black women. It's women across the board. But there are some women out there that you don't see. There are some women in certain ethnic backgrounds that you don't see doing the type of shit that you see others doing. And whether you like that or not, I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. It's the truth. All right. Anyway, back to the episode. I just had to get that off my chest. Cause shit be ridiculous sometimes. Like, stop talking to me. Back to the episode. Golfing the Ralph Lauren way, man. We did a good job, I think. I think we did a good job, and I think y'all are probably sitting there like, damn, yeah. Rig number 1 or rig number 3 or Parker's ensemble. Yeah. I'm a rock with that. Just keep in mind, when you're dealing with the actual label Polo Golf, a lot of times it's going to be cut slightly bigger than a classic fit because of the need for range of motion and maneuverability. You know, golf is a sport at the end of the day. And swinging that 9-iron, man, you can't swing that 9-iron in no tight form-fitting shirt. I don't think you can. But we shall be finding out very soon. All right? Anyway, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and tell a friend. Get my likes up, get my views up, get my subscribers up. All right? Hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell a friend, because we here. We Tiger Woods in the hood, baby. All right. Artists paint pictures. Haters paint narratives. So don't be a hater. All right. Y'all have a good one.